Ken Holland is the new GM of the Los Angeles Kings, and that was the most underwhelming result. First, Ken Holland was going to retire. He was no longer going to be the Edmonton Oilers GM. He handed the reins off to someone else, and then something interesting happened when I was at the Hockey Hall of Fame induction ceremony. First of all, Ken Holland is my height. I thought he'd be a little bit bigger, like 6'2", 6'3". He's not. He's 5'8". I'm not height shaming the man. I'm 5'8" too. Another thing I noticed was that he was chumming it up with the NHL executive brass. Fast forward, let's say a week later, he gets a job as a senior advisor to the NHL. I thought that was weird. I thought Ken Holland was retiring. He was going off into the sunset. A lot of GMs ended up getting fired this year, and what the NHL does is they forward a list to teams that they can recommend who would be a good GM. And again, how they recycle coaches, how they recycle GMs. And I was wondering, I'm like, why is Ken Holland making sure he's going from person to person in the NHL executive brass? He was probably fishing for a job in the hopes that he would land a future GM job, which is now the Los Angeles Kings. And I can't be mad at the man, but again, I guess when you have so many millions, it can't hurt to get even more. Sidebar, my interaction with Mark Bergevin didn't go as smooth as I would have thought. People are not excited about this hiring. They wanted someone new. And Edmonton fans have somewhat of a point. Oh, this is the guy who listened to his son and acquired Jack Campbell. This is the guy that signed Darnell Nurse to that horrifying contract. And again, you're right, but this is the same man who acquired Matthias Ekholm and signed Zach Hyman to a deal that, let's face it, is one of the better deals of the NHL. A guy who's been in the game for decades is going to have some blemishes. I just can't wait for his press conference when he mentions the Detroit years. Take a shot every time when he was GM of the Oilers, he would bring up the glory years of Detroit. You would be drunk by like minute 8. He talks about the Detroit Red Wings more than I talk about my time as an employee of the CN Tower. And if you've been following my channel, I talk about it a lot. Is it the worst hiring in the world? No. But could he be a transitional GM for someone down the line in a few years? Most likely. I mean, GMs are hired to be fired, just like coaches. I just can't wait till he brings up the Detroit years. You know what's going to happen.